Welcome to the multiverse.
Hey Omni. Hello buddy, how you doing today? It's your pal Friendly Intentions. Well, I guess since that's your first real offense during this promo series, I guess we won't call it a counterpunch. It's your first real sense of offense, so you should be proud of yourself for doing that, Omni. Okay, so let's dive in. So you said I'm going about getting this attention the wrong way. And I'm throwing tantrums. Really? I'm throwing tantrums? I haven't really been throwing any tantrums. I mean, I've heard that before from other people, but getting attention the wrong way, I guess all attention is good attention because the eyes are on you.
You know, like when you're in the middle of the ring and all eyes are on you and you fail yet again.
So you said you weren't counterpunching. Okay, so that's what you weren't doing in the comments. So I guess you were dropping promos, right? I mean, my bud Omni, he loves to drop promos, but strangely, I didn't quite see any of your promos. I seen you in the comments, and you were just counterpunching in the comments until Madonna corrected you. And then all of a sudden, the counterpunching in the comments stopped. But I guess that's a whole nother story, right, silly? So you asked, what have I been doing to counter the counterpunching? Well, easy, silly. I dropped all your endorsement deals. I showed the E-Fed all your endorsements and some of the movies that you starred in when you were just too busy counterpunching to see, I guess. It'd be a shame. I mean, I guess you probably weren't seeing it because it was nothing for you to counterpunch off of. It's kind of hard to counterpunch off of a picture and a video and a freestyle. So yeah, I guess that's probably why you didn't see it on me. You didn't see what I was doing just yet. But it's all good. And then you said that, like, I didn't prove you wrong because, I don't know, I couldn't quite make that part out, you see, because I think I proved you wrong here and here. And you said that the memes, they get old and tiring, and I guess I could see where it's coming from if I'm always the one who's, I don't want to say it because it seems like you're getting your feelings about that. But let's just say night-night. If all those were about me, then yeah, I could see how I would be a little bit upset. But hey, you're the big sleep, right? So you should get over it. I guess the memes got old because you couldn't really counterpunch against them. Oh well. I'll figure something else out for you to try to counterpunch off. And I know you don't want to address what happened to you, but I was just doing that just to prove a point to you, Omni. Because I just had to show you the difference between the stables. You see, the family, we don't just say we're better. We actually go out there and prove it. I mean, look at it like this. Six ran the Unholy Gauntlet. Now, I know he probably lost one of those matches, which is all good, but he still ran an Unholy Gauntlet. And even Showtime now, he's doing the Unholy Rampage, and no one would ever do no shit like that with the family. I mean, I'm sorry to curse, but you just know it wouldn't happen. Nobody in their right mind would even think about trying it because they know what would happen. And silly goose, you said it was a B move the way that I've been going about doing it. I kind of got to disagree, bud, because I don't make the schedule. I just put the people out who get scheduled to face me. And a B move, I guess that would kind of be like what you did to Madonna after she had her title match when you hit her in the back and announced that you were her #1 contender for the title. I guess that's kind of like a B move. Yeah, that's kind of definitely a B move. And I guess a B move would also be having a promo, do it, and then deleting it because you forgot to add something to the promo and then reposting the promo. I thought you were thinking, man. I thought you said that you got to make sure everything's ready before you go to war. If everything's ready, why didn't you double check your work, Omni? That's kind of sloppy work, don't you think, bud? And look at you now, bud. You say you're not in your feelings, but you really are. And you're in your feelings because I have to keep proving you wrong over and over and over and over again. I mean, at one point, you would kind of think, stop making that declaration to them because no one's going to take you serious anymore if you keep making declarations like that and it keeps happening to you. You know what? Let me go back to the B move thing again because, I kind of got a feeling that, say Alpha were to retain his title, right? And after he gets done with his match, if Madonna comes out and hits Alpha with a steel chair to the back of the head, knocking Alpha out, and then makes Alpha kiss the rings, that you kind of would be upset about that. And you kind of probably want some get back. But I don't know. You tell us, Omni, would you? I mean, but you're the leader. Well, I don't want to call you the leader because you said a word like that is too much pressure on you. That's weird to me, bud. I thought everybody wanted to be a leader. Nobody wants to be a follower, right? I mean, unless you're, I guess, the unholy quadrant, because the people who they say that they want to have as the leader don't want to be a leader anymore, so everyone's just following themselves in a circle, I guess. And I told you, I never took any offense to being called the third member of the family. It's just, I wanted to show the difference to the rest of the elite and the drop off between the third member and the number one faction and the first member and the number two faction. And you said we're a good group. I mean, I kind of beg to differ. I think we're great because, as you can see, what one member of the family has been doing to the entire unholy quadrant is pretty bad, but you gotta admit it yourself. I didn't expect to lose to Alpha. Well, gee, silly, no one expects to lose, do they? I mean, I'm pretty sure you didn't expect to lose that first TV title to Sinless, and then to lose to Sinless the world title, and then the Sinless beat you in the rematch for that world title. I mean, at least when I lost to Alpha, I told him we were going to be here for probably the next 3 or 4 weeks, and I kept my word. We were there for the next 3 or 4 weeks because I kept beating Alpha. You, on the other hand, you lost back-to-back to Sinless, and you were out of that world title picture faster than anyone could ever imagine. I mean, one minute I was cutting Creole Cruel promos, and the next thing I know, Sinless is collecting the bounty that Madonna put on your head. That's just being truthful, bud. And for the record, Alpha caught a tray pack of Slimola, too, just so you know, just between us. And, I mean, if you're not the head, then why did the other three huddle around you in the locker room and you said that you would handle it and something had to be done? If you're not the head of it, I'm just asking. And is it you don't want to be called the leader because you keep failing at this task miserably of stopping the problem for your friends and letting your friends down and bumming them out with the bad news of guess what, guys? It happened again. And speaking of my brother, I'll definitely be addressing him tomorrow because after all, it is Sigma Sundays. And those could turn into some cruel Mondays, if you know what I'm saying. But, you know, I mean, it's kind of weird that you said why I haven't addressed him, and I came at you because, hey, I thought you were the head of that faction, but you're clearly saying that you're not. I mean, if you're not the head, that's okay. Just point me in the right direction so I know who else I need to just take out. Because, let's see, I came at you the same way I came at Showtime, who was the head of his faction, Minister Payne, who was the head of his faction, Rio, who was the head of the Goon Squad, hell, even Madonna. When Madonna was in Pound for Pound, I came at them all the same way that I'm coming at you now, Omni. But if you're not the leader, that's fine. I don't want to put any pressure on you, buddy, that you don't deserve. So just point me in the way, and I'll be on my way to that person. Well, buddy, since you said you won't be talking to me anymore, I guess this is where I say goodbye to you. Bye, Omni. Bye. And to my brother Sigma, I'll be talking to you later on tomorrow. You have a great night, Sigma. Oh yeah, before I go, let me see something. Me.
Okay, Omni. I'll be talking to you tomorrow later as well. Bye.
Nah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Nah, not my style. But I'll definitely be seeing both of you later on tomorrow.